Okay, it looks like we're getting started here. Just gonna wait for people to show up. Yes, you are the first. This is my very first live stream that I've ever done. So if you are watching this, guys, for the ones that are early here, I'm going to be going through a box of nickels and just see what we can find. As you can see, we have a completely new setup here. And I didn't post last week. Apologize for that. But we are still going strong, doing some cornrow hunting when I can. So if you're just logging on here, I got a box of nickels to show you guys today. Also picked up some quarter rolls just because got to do laundry. So we got some of those, and it's actually pretty cool. I know you guys probably aren't going to be able to see this, but there's actually a bicentennial on the end, so that's pretty cool. Now let's see what people are saying in the chat. What are you hunting? Hunting nickels. And so I think there's enough here. It looks like 8 watching. Let's just go ahead and get started. It's kind of an awkward setup. I was trying to figure out a better way to do it, but there's basically no good way to do it. I need like a table right here, but basically just have a setup over here. So we'll see what we can do. And I'm sure that my brother Kevin will be joining in the chat sometime soon. He likes to do these things. So, alright, just going to kind of hunt it from afar. Maybe move the setup back a little bit. You guys, are you seeing this like a really tiny screen? I am also seeing that in the corner. Yeah, let me see if I can fix that real quick. I think maybe if I change the size of the output, it might work a little bit better. Let me just see if I can. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever done this, so. Alright, before I even try to do that, I probably have to turn this stream off and figure it out, but does this bother you guys that the screen's like really tiny? If it doesn't bother you, then we can just keep going, but otherwise I'll probably have to turn the screen, just turn the stream off and start over again. Because I definitely didn't optimize this before I started. I just kind of said, you know, let's go with it. Alright, cool. So everybody's saying no, so we'll just keep going with it. Hi, what's your favorite half dollar? Honestly, my favorite design overall is Benjamin Franklin. If you had to ask me what my favorite half dollar, like singular half dollar is, I just recently picked up a Seated Liberty half dollar, which is like really awesome. I think it's like an 1871 or something like that. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I already went through a couple of the rolls in this box, and they came out with like 40s, 50s. Go ahead and comment down below what you guys think the first date is that I'm going to find, and keep in mind that I keep things before 1960, so let me know what you think, and I will let you know if I find anything. So first roll, didn't have anything in it. These are circulated, so that's good. 46, 56, those are pretty good guesses because those are pretty common years to find. Alright, see what we got in the next roll. I really wish I had some like table like right here. I could pull these drawers out and make like a little makeshift thing possibly, but alright. Kevin, where you at? Gabe, yes, I did get your letter. I think actually I have it around here somewhere, and I'm going to do a letter opening video as soon as I can. It's just saw an older looking one. It's actually just 1964 though. Got a Buffalo, 2005 Buffalo. I don't keep those anymore, but you guys probably know by this at this point why I kept those in the first place. Hope you guys enjoyed that April Fool's Day prank video. It was a lot of fun to make. Alright, what are we gonna find? So actually I think I left the other dates that I found earlier in a different room. So far these nickels aren't looking crazy. Hi Quinn, hi Noah, how you doing? Good to see you. Seen you around quite a bit. So I heard that someone else is streaming tonight, someone that my brother watches quite frequently. Salivate Metal. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, but yeah, I've seen some of his videos. He's a funny guy. Hopefully not competing too bad for stream views tonight. Kind of weird. Interesting stuff. So it's just a 61. Kind of had some interesting toning on it though. Alright, what else? What else? Also looking for those 2009 nickels. Don't find them very often. Actually, I haven't found one in like a really, really long time. Philip Kujawa. Shout out to you, man. Just because you asked for it and there's like 16 people watching. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out a little bit of a better setup for next time because it's really kind of a pain reaching over here. There's a 1962. Back when I was just a little newbie on YouTube, about a year ago when I started making videos, I used to keep like even the 64s, which is a really common date. But I used to keep them because I thought they were something special, and guys on the forum were actually making fun of me for a while for talking about 1964s like they were something good, but you honestly probably find at least one every single roll. They were minted in like the billions, so actually pretty easy to find. You know, the first part of this box was looking good, but I mean the last 4 rolls have been dry, so I don't know what's going on here. The Scarce 2017P. Yeah, I actually haven't found a single one of those yet. How is it like being a YouTuber? It has its ups and downs, I'll say that. People are definitely counting on you every week to put out videos, but you know, it's something I enjoy doing. And sometimes it becomes a little much. I mean, you know, I'm just a guy, just like you guys. Have things going on in my life, and can't always get the videos out on time, but when I can, you know, I do it, and I hope you guys enjoy watching them. You know, some people have like Patreon pages where they have their supporters, you know, go and support them for making videos. Just found a Canadian, by the way. Like that's fine, and it's cool. Like if you're sort of like a starving artist and you need the money to, you know, you're trying to make this your full-time job. Some people do that. But as long as it's a hobby, I'm not going to be asking you guys for any, you know, support in that sense. I think that if I did, then I'd have like this huge obligation to, you know, put out probably like 2 videos a week or something like that. But you know, I'm just doing it for fun right now, and I think that's how it, pretty much the best way to do it. So first thing I found, 1999 Canadian nickel. That is not going to be a 99.9% nickel, unfortunately. I think it's made of some other cheap metal. I don't know what they're doing up there in Canada, but you know, if you're from the US, we actually make our nickels out of silver. Kevin, drop out and go full-time YouTube. You know, Kevin, I think about that quite a bit, and I would hope that if that were to happen, that you would join me in that journey and drop out of high school. Let's see. I'm missing some of the chat. Does everyone else see the face cam and a black screen? Yeah, it's just what it is for now. What's your major? I am a computer science major. Just recently switched over from computer engineering. Both fantastic disciplines. And I'm having a good time doing it. I'm taking classes here in the spring. Definitely staying busy. Alright, that's a shiny 64. You know, sometimes you find the 64s and they just look really nice. But it's still really not much of a... definitely not going to make me keep them unless they're like really, really nice. But, alright, let's see. 62. I was finding some in the 40s earlier. I actually did find a 1940, although that is a pretty common date, but it's definitely an older one. Noah Rudolph, shout out to you. Don't be a dropout. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to do that. That was a joke. College is too much fun. Too much fun. So, what kind of coins are you guys hunting out there? Oh, shoot. I guess it's time to dump. Like I've said a million times, nickels are my favorite to hunt. For a variety of reasons, mostly because there's so many cool things to find. So, I've had a lot of people ask me recently, what is your favorite coin of all time? And honestly, one of my favorite coins is the 2016 solid gold Mercury dime. And the reason that that's one of my favorites, obviously, is because, first of all, Mercury dime's just a really cool design. And secondly, it's made of solid gold. And then also, this is a coin that we got Kevin for Christmas, I believe it was. Really cool coin. So, hey guys, I just found my first pre-1960 nickel, and you're never going to believe it, it's a 1956D. So whoever said it was going to be a 1956, you were correct. So 1956D is the first pre-1960s nickel we got out of this box. Looking for some silver, though. It's been quite a while. I actually haven't done a coin roll hunt in a long time. It's been about 3 or 4 weeks now. Been really looking to get back into it. But I've also been working on a lot of other cool videos for you guys. So, oh, here we go. Next one out is a 1959 Denver. So, got 2 out of this roll so far. Not too bad. And there's a 1960, but we don't keep those ones. Yeah, alright. What else we got? Sometimes you find these real toned ones. Yep, that's a really weird toned one. 59D. Got another one. Best metal detecting find / best metal detecting story. I think I'm going to go with the story on this one. So, Kevin and I were, this was actually a really good story. We were out hunting a park that we had been told had 1800s coins in it. Now, of course, we get there and it's basically just a beach. There's like nothing to find, a bunch of pull tabs and bottle caps and stuff like that. And we see this guy running across the shore, and we don't know what he's doing. So it turns out, we look out onto the bay, and there's this guy out there that's just like frantically swimming back to shore. And it turns out that this guy had fallen out of his canoe, or his kayak rather, and he was swimming back to shore with his kayak, which was completely submerged underwater. And pretty soon, a bunch of police cars show up, and like fire trucks and all this stuff. Like pretty much every authority in town was at this beach, and Kevin and I were just out here metal detecting, like looking like complete idiots. Like, what is going on right now? And it turns out this guy jumped out of his kayak to relieve himself, basically, and then he couldn't get back in. And this was like in the middle of the bay, so he had to swim like 1.5 miles to get back to shore. And he finally comes in, and he's like completely exhausted, and he's like shaking people's hands, and everybody's relieved that he's all right. And Kevin and I are just standing there with our metal detectors, like in the middle of this scene, and we're just like, okay, I think it's time to leave, because we weren't finding anything. But that was definitely one of the craziest things that ever happened while metal detecting. It's really interesting time for sure. As far as finds go, I think one of my favorite finds was, I haven't done a lot of detecting, but I have found a lot of silver coins, mostly dimes, but I did find 1 quarter, and that was a really fun hunt. Of course, all that stuff is on my channel, so you can see all of those hunts. I'm trying to see these coins from far away. Not the most ideal scenario. Trying to see the 2009s, which is like one of the things that slows down your hunt the most if you're looking for those. Otherwise, you just look for the old ones. Alright. So I actually don't have a 1950D because I'm still trying to find one in circulation. I've never bought one before. Back when I was a kid, when I used to buy just random coins, I didn't really pay attention to mintage, so I would just look for a cool design. But nowadays, I'm really paying attention to mintage, and the 50D is like by far the hardest nickel to find in circulation. I've never found one myself. Got an interesting looking one here, and it's not anything old. Sometimes you pull those out, and they just end up being like real keepers. And I get a lot of Canadian coins up here because I'm really close to, Canada. I have an Ace 400 detector, and it's pretty good. I wouldn't count on it, Mike. It's not the most interesting thing in the world. But do you hunt quarters? Yeah, actually, the only time I really hunt quarters is when I get them for laundry. And I did just get these couple of rolls. I went through this one already. Found a Canadian. I mean, it had my heart going, but just Canadian. This one actually has a Drummer Boy quarter right on the end, so I figured I'd do that one live for you guys. But probably not going to find any silver. Quarters are notoriously pretty bad for finding like anything at all, unless you're into collecting the state quarters, which isn't super interesting to me. But some people really like doing that, so. Alright. So why didn't you post last week? I was deathly sick. I was actually just getting over a cold, and pretty terrible weekend for me, so unfortunately didn't get that in. That one looked like a war nickel. It's a 1941, just 1 year shy. And it's a 1941D, so that's actually pretty low mintage on that one. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I got my red book over here. I'll go grab it and see what the mintage is. Alright, we got the 2017 red book here. Always refer to this thing. It's got great information. And if you're looking to get into any type of coin collecting, definitely recommend picking up one of these. So, what do we got? 41D. 53 million. So actually it's not that low, but I knew it was better than the 41 plain, which is 203 million. So yeah, it's, if you do this long enough, you just sort of start remembering these mintages, and you know exactly what you got, and if it's low mintage or not. So this is definitely takes longer to do it when I'm on a stream and talking to you guys at the same time than it does when I'm just like doing it on my own. Just saw a really nice toned edge, and it's a 2006, which was the first year they started doing that different design there. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll keep it just for now. Pretty cool coin there. Looking for either some silver or a buffalo nickel tonight. I think the last like 3 boxes that I've gone through have had buffaloes in them, so that's a pretty good ratio if you ask me. That one box that Kevin and I did actually had 2 buffaloes in it, so that was nice. Alright, that one looks old. Now 62. Pretty old, but not old enough. Fidget spinners. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Buffalo with good visible dates. Yeah, it doesn't come around very often, but we did have the one in the video that I most recently did with Kevin, where we were hunting nickels. I found one that was like, it had a really dark toning on it, but it was a 1937, and it was just a clear as day 1937. Now that is one of the last years that buffaloes were made, so that probably has something to do with it, but it was a very nice coin, and I was really excited to get that one. So what kind of other YouTubers you guys watching? I'm just curious to know, out of my subscribers, who do you watch the most? I personally really enjoy watching JD's Variety Channel. He's one of my good friends on the site here. Really fun to watch his videos. Just very interesting personality, and has a lot of really good hunts. He's really good with the metal detector for sure. I'm not sure if he's ever done a live stream, but he's putting out like daily content, so that's really awesome. Personally, like I would never be able to get to the point of doing like daily content, just because I'm so busy with all this stuff. But I hope you guys are enjoying the weekly stuff that I do, and hope to keep doing it for as long as I can. Well, not. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I got a sort of like a double edge there. Pretty common error that you see when you're going through the coins. And as you guys know, it's not always glamorous when you're doing coin roll hunts, but it is always fun. Unless you're doing $half and you're just getting skunked over and over again. That tends to get rather not fun. And that's part of the reason why I'm not doing $half anymore. Mostly just because I was not able to get the volume in. Like the people that hunt $half typically are able to get to like 4 boxes a week at minimum. And that's really good on them, and I'll just let them have their fun because I am not able to do that kind of volume. First of all, you need a car to be able to do that sort of thing, which I don't have down here. Hey Quinn, wanted to say I love your Search for Silver series. Thank you so much, Seth. I really appreciate that. The Search for Silver videos have been going on for a long, long time. I think we're almost on like 20 episodes now. And I do really enjoy making them. Whoa! I didn't expect that. I was looking at that like it was a 60, but it's a 41. Ooh, we got an S. 41S. I barely ever get these coins. That's really exciting. Let's take a look at the mintage on that. 43 million. So getting lower there. We might be able to complete our 41 series here. Yeah, I always pull the S's aside. And, oh, what's going on? Live stream offline. Hello, hello. We lose connection there for a second. You guys still hear me? says stream health is bad. I'm not really sure what that means, but it's probably a result of the poor internet connection. It says video output low. Video to maintain smooth streaming as such viewers will experience buffering. Okay, let me see if I can just turn like the quality down or something. Let's see if we can just turn the bitrate down a little bit. Okay. Is that better? Hope so. Okay. What did you find? If you guys didn't hear, hopefully you can hear me now. It was a 1941S. Really cool coin. Don't find the S mints very often, and when I do, I always put them in a special spot, aside from all the other coins. Out here in Michigan, we don't get a whole lot of those S coins, and you know, on top of that, they're actually generally more rare than the Denver mints or the Philadelphia mints. Philadelphia seems to just be really pumping these coins out. Like they're usually the most common mint to find coins from. So yeah, if you guys didn't hear, I did find a 1941 San Francisco mint. So I don't know if you guys knew this, but I can actually type things in the chat. So let me just... Kevin, if you're watching this, I haven't seen a comment from you in a while, and I'm just wondering what's up with that, man. All right. A new roll, a whole new opportunity to find something good. So aside from the old coins, anything older than 60, I'm wondering if any of you guys pull out, like what are you guys pulling out? You look for like era coins? Do you look for, I don't know, what else is there to find other than the old coins and like the silver ones? 61, almost there. And man, that one looks really old, but it's not. Sometimes they trick you. So let's see, what do we have to find in these comments? We have old ones, you know, different stuff like buffaloes, silver. You're watching Salivate? Yeah, smart choice. I hear he's got a pretty good stream. I've seen him do prank calls before. Those are actually pretty funny. Alright, whoa, that's an interesting... What's going on with that one? That's one of the most messed up nickels I've ever seen. I think it says 71D. I can barely read that date. Haha, JK. What did you even say, Kevin? I'm watching Sal. Kevin, I bet you are watching Salivate Metal. I wouldn't put it past you. Not saying he's bad, but... Sorry for the low bitrate, guys. I just want to make sure that you guys are actually able to watch this. And I know the internet's bad. I might have to pick a different room to do this in, or set up the router in a different place or something. Mike, I would definitely get on that. Pennies are one of the most fun coins to hunt for sure. So definitely crack into that box as soon as you can. I don't know what's up with the lag, guys. I think it is just poor internet connection, which I will work on for the next stream. Plenty of things to work on. Honestly, guys, I just got on my computer and I was like, tonight's the night we're doing a stream. Set it up in like 5 seconds and started going, so... Just wanted to be able to connect with you guys because I don't feel like I do that enough. I feel like most of you just see me in this like edited version, and you don't really know what it's like to be me and hang out with me. So, all right, we are 2 rows into the box, so just about halfway, actually 40% of the way through. And so far we got an S mint coin, which is really cool to see. and 1 Canadian, which was non-nickel, so can't really get too excited about that because Canadian nickels are actually only worth like 3 cents a piece in American dollars, so not an ideal situation there. Alright. Shield nickels. I've actually never heard of anybody finding a shield nickel for real. I know you guys saw the video where I found a shield nickel, but sold any silver? The only person that I've ever sold silver to is my brother Kevin, and he's tried to rip me off a few times, but you know, I know the price of silver. He says it's down pretty low right now, so if you guys are paying attention to the market, you know, go ahead and get yourself some silver. It's a good time to buy. Could go back up to you know, 40 or 50 bucks an ounce like it used to be. All right, I just pulled a Canadian, and it's got the head kind of a more like a mid-modern head here. I'm just gonna flip it over. It's a 1983, so that's another non-nickel one. All right, we just lost more money on that Canadian, but you know, it's just the price you pay. If they're gonna allow Canadians, then they're also gonna allow silver nickels in. So, you know, I think it's a fair trade-off. All right, gotta dump these. Yo, Jacob, what's going on? So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Kevin. That's he's in the chat right now. That's my brother. We go metal detecting all the time. Actually, living in completely different cities right now, but as soon as we get back together, like over the summer, we'll hopefully be out hitting some really cool areas, doing some more metal detecting. You know, when we get to the summer, like last summer, that's pretty much all I made was metal detecting videos, so didn't do a whole lot of coin roll hunting at that time. I do want to keep up with the coin roll hunting over the summer, but I also like really want to get out there and take advantage of the nice weather and do some more detecting. All right, we just got another Canadian, 1989, unfortunately, so we'll just try to throw that one back in, see if we can get that one into a coin machine and accept it. Accept it. Alright. Sorry for the setup, guys. Unfortunately, I have to reach over here because my big honking computer is taking up all the space. I'll try to pull it a little bit closer to me, see if we can do that. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Now I can actually see the coins and go through them a little bit quicker for you guys. Not sure how long the stream is going to be tonight. I guess probably just until we get to the end of this box. And then we'll probably go through this quarter roll, see if there's anything in here other than the ender. Are you a coin collector? Yes, I am actually a coin collector. I don't know, maybe that question wasn't for me. Let's see. Canadians, I'm actually going to look that up real quick because I'm not 100% sure what the composition is on those. I know that recently they've been making their coins out of steel, which I think is just crazy. But for the sort of modern, like 80s, 90s, looks like, okay, so they're basically the same as us, 75% copper, 25% nickel. And then in 1999 they switched to 95% steel. So those are the ones you really don't want to find. Alright, I'm trying to get back to, yeah, next roll. Coming up close here on halfway through the box now. 17 people watching. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Really appreciate you guys checking out my first stream. And we found a couple of cool things so far. Oh, that one looks old. Nice. So we just got a 1946, and it's a plain, so pretty common date right there. But still cool to find. Don't find a whole lot in the 40s in general. Alright, what else we got? It has been a long time since I found a 2009, so definitely got an eye out for those tonight. '76. And that's about it. For some reason I'm not keeping up with the chat right now. Let's see. Canadian. 37 to 42, 99% nickel. Yeah, and actually I think even past that, I think 42, 43, something like that, they are made of like tombac, which is like a really weird metal. You guys probably haven't seen it before. And then they switched back to nickel until 1981, something like that. Something close to that. Don't take my word on that. Definitely just use Wikipedia if you're really interested. But yeah, so something like that. And then, I don't know, Canadian coins are kind of interesting. But I like to stick with the American coins. Those are the really cool ones. I think most people agree with that. But I'd definitely go, you know, Canadian's second best. There's a lot of foreign coins out there that it ends up getting pretty difficult to keep track of. Get out of here, Ryan. Ohio State rules. I have to disagree with you on that one. You know, I don't really buy into the whole Ohio State versus Michigan thing. I do. I mean, we sort of instinctually have this hate for Ohio just because of the there was actually a war between Michigan and Ohio. For all of you guys that aren't from around the area, probably don't know this, but we actually did. There was a very short war that went on between Michigan and Ohio over a small stretch of land, and that's sort of where the whole Ohio versus Michigan thing actually came from. So that's interesting to me. I personally am not just going to be like, yeah, I hate you because you're from Ohio, but you know. Fun little rivalry there. I enjoy it in the sports sometimes. Definitely like watching basketball. And football in the fall. So where are you guys from? And what kind of sports teams you guys supporting out there? Be interesting to find out. I know I have a lot of Midwestern viewers. It's kind of a Midwestern hobby that we have going on here. Michigander, nice. I'm Canadian and I hate looking through our coins. We don't even have pennies and they're my favorite coin to look through. Yeah, I find quite a few Canadian pennies, so I can see how that would be frustrating, but I mean, they're cool. I like looking at Canadian pennies. Alright, definitely a lot of interesting edges on this roll here, so I'm going to pull them out one by one and see if we got any keepers. Sometimes you can spot war nickels right off of the edge of them. Oh, so that's not a war nickel, but it is worn, and it's got a D on the back. So let's see what this is going to be. Nice, 1954 Denver. So 54D. There's actually quite a few of those, 117 million, something like that. But this roll looks like it's got some promise. So, yeah. What's your most expensive coin? I don't have a whole lot of like extremely expensive coins. Like I don't have any gold. I'm not too interested in investing in gold right now, but maybe that'll change someday. I have some old seeded coins that I purchased. I never found one personally, and it's a very exclusive club to actually find a seeded coin in the wild. But I have seen people do it. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'd say probably one of my seeded coins, which I actually don't have on me right now. So hockey. Yeah, actually I played hockey back in high school. I was on the varsity team for a while. It was fun while it lasted, but kind of glad I got out of it. I'd love to, you know, throw on the pads and play some, you know, drop in. I think that'd be really fun to do these days. Don't have my hockey stuff down here though. But yeah, I think hockey's a great sport. I think it's just got like everything that a sport should be in it. So I'm glad that some of you guys are into that. Alright, what do we got? Nothing in that roll. I think it's time to dump. Not far from you, about 40 minutes northeast of Ann Arbor. Awesome. So what town are you in, Sid? Because I probably know the name of it. I know most of the towns in Michigan. 1883 seeded dime and a penny roll. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. Man, you are lucky. I haven't even hunted dimes very much. I just found a couple of silver Roosevelts, no Mercuries or anything. So does your bank get upset when you bring all the clad back? Actually, one good thing that you should always be following when you're coin roll hunting, make sure you pick up at one bank and then dump your coins at a different bank, and that'll keep them from you know, getting mad at you, and also it keeps you from searching coins that you've already looked through. So to answer your question, I don't do a whole lot of volume, so no, they don't get mad at me. I'm basically just like another customer. So I thought that was an S. Although I have heard of stories of banks getting fed up with people that dump too much. And, you know, you can get kicked out. Just don't be rude, basically, and don't overstay your welcome at bank. There's no, like, written rules, generally, but, you know, just to have good etiquette is a good idea when you're doing this hobby. Hey, Layla. Glad you're joining tonight. I saw you won that contest recently on JD's channel. That's really awesome. Hope you're enjoying your new detector. It's really cool to see you win that. Like I said in the video, I'm just glad that one of my subscribers won. I was definitely rooting for you. 1883 seeded dime. Yeah, I guess it must have been on a comment. And I just didn't remember who it was from, because people are telling me all the time the cool stuff they found. All right, I just got a 1940 plain. 40 plain's actually a pretty common year to find, but it is old, so it's pretty cool. Found a shield nickel in a big dollar roll. Really? Okay, now I know you're just making stuff up, because 2 cents 2-cent coins are actually quite large. They're bigger than nickels, I believe. Let's see if we're gonna find anything. I think we're about halfway through the box now. Trying to pick up the pace a little bit here so I can show you guys things at a quicker rate. But yeah, this box, I mean, it's looking like basically your average mediocre box. Congrats on the win. I'll have to win another Ava giveaway. Nice. Everybody go check out J3B Digging Canada's giveaway. So he's going to be giving away some cool stuff. And definitely support the coin community. Always love to see new creators coming out, making stuff. And always love watching the videos too. So what in the world happened to this nickel? So looks like it was run over or clamped down on one side. That's interesting. Not even sure how that got in a roll. Usually that stuff gets spit out by the coin machine. A lot of 64s as usual. And that's it for that roll. So seeded dime, Carson City, 1870, sold it for $80. That's a nice turnaround, man. 10 cents worth $80. That's cool. Went to America for a trip in Florida, and the first penny box I got, I found an Indian head penny. Wow. You should tell Half Dollar Make You Holla that. I know he's from Florida, and he's been doing a lot of hunting down there. You know, I think it took me like 6 penny boxes to get an Indian. That's actually a really, really good ratio. Usually it takes people like 20 or 30 boxes to get an Indian. Sometimes upwards of like 50 to 100 for those that do that much hunting. All right, we just got another oldie. 1948 Denver. Nice. Let's see what the mintage is on that one. 44 million. So that's it's down there with the other one that we found. I think that was a 41S at you gotta flip the page. 43 million. So not bad, not bad. Always love finding the oldies, but you know I'm looking for like the really old ones. You know, Buffaloes, V-Nickels. And, man, I haven't found a V-Nickel in a long time. Lots of Buffaloes, but haven't found a V-Nickel in, seems like forever. Yeah, Half Dollar, he moved out to Colorado, saw that. Flying Eagles, I've heard stories of people finding Flying Eagles. I've never seen one come out of Roll personally. I don't think I've ever seen a video of it happening. But definitely seen people on the forums, like in old times. People still use forums, and it's a good place. All right. Oh, okay. Actually, so this one's a different color. I thought it was gonna be a war nickel at first, but I just pulled it out and it's a Canadian, and it's got that like mid to young head. So I'm guessing this is gonna be a nickel one. So let's go ahead and take it. No, it's not. Dang. 89. And you know the different color, I thought that was gonna give us some nickel, but not this time, I guess. Alright. Hopefully that was a good sign for this roll, though. Let's see what we got in here. So yeah, for those of you just joining, I realize that I just have like this tiny little screen and there's mostly black, but it is working so far, and I'll try to get it a little bit better next time. So I just got a 1941 plain. I think that's it ranges in like the hundreds of millions. Just check real quick, but I'm pretty sure it's a fairly common. Yeah, 203 million of those. So, you know, it's cool to find, and you know, some people would actually throw that back, but I say keep anything before the 60s. You don't find it a ton, so I think it's definitely worth keeping, holding on for the kids or whatever. Libertarian. What are you guys talking? Are you guys talking about politics all of a sudden? Oh, jeez. You can't do anything on the internet without getting people to start talking about politics. All right. Discoloration. What do we got? 79. So for those of you guys who hunt nickels on the regular, I'm wondering if you're keeping stats or just have a general idea. What kind of coins are you finding? Like, how many silvers are you averaging per box? I think it's fairly common to get roughly 1 silver per box. Just got an 86 Canadian. That's our 5th on the box. Not too happy about those Canadians. But as far as like Buffaloes go, I used to say that my average was like probably 1 Buffalo nickel every 3 boxes. I think that's pretty fair, and I think that's probably near what it is today. But I'm wondering what you guys are getting. Now, I do actually check the new Buffaloes for what they call the speared buffalo, and wow, there's actually a lot of them in this box, or in this roll. Haven't found it yet. It's actually a pretty rare error to find. All right. Yeah, politics rule the internet. Unfortunately, that is the case. Yeah, so 1858 to 1921 Canadian nickels are 92% silver. I believe that's actually because they were called like half dimes or something like that. Like we did the same thing, but they're just like these tiny little coins, like smaller than a dime, about half the size of a dime. So there's not a lot of silver, but they were silver. And the thing about a lot of Canadian coins, they changed like completely in 1920. So you pretty much can't find a Canadian coin in circulation in Canada that's older than 1920, and unfortunately, like that really sucks for them, because like, I mean, I don't find a lot of coins before that date, but sometimes I do. I mean, I found V nickels, I found Indian heads before, even like the old wheat pennies are in that range, and I found a few of them. So, you know, it's definitely something that like we look forward to, is finding like older, teens date coins in circulation, and unfortunately, Canadian people just, they don't have that to look forward to, which sucks. But they do. I mean, it looks like they're still getting pretty good yields of silver in their coinage up there, so it's good for them, And I believe that like 8% of my viewers are from Canada, so if you're from Canada, shout out to you. Definitely enjoying the Canadian vibe, really close to the border here in Michigan, so I can relate to you guys, hopefully a little bit. That's a shiny one. Some of the 2000s come out really, really shiny. Head 977 shot. I believe you won one of my giveaways. I'm not sure if I ever got that to you. I don't know. Definitely go back and look at the giveaways. If I did, then just completely ignore what I'm saying. But I feel like you won a giveaway, and it never, you never got back to me. So yeah, definitely go check out those videos and see if that is a correct statement. I love doing nickels, guys. They're definitely a really fun coin to hunt. Sometimes you just lay them all out and flip through them slow, to see if you got a buffalo in there. That's like one of the coolest feelings. One time I got a box of nickels and found an 1893V, 1898V, 1902V, and a 1913 Type 1 buffalo. Dang, that is a good box. Those Type 1s are cool. I mean, they're a little bit rarer than the Type 2s. And maybe I should do a video on that. I'm not sure if everybody is familiar with that, but definitely a really cool coin there. Yeah, just found a 1913 Liberty Head V-nickel. Good one, buddy. I don't know if you guys know, 1913 V-nickels are basically, there are none. They were just an experimental coin. I think there's 4 known. There used to be 5, but I think the story goes that whoever had the 5th one got in a car crash, and he was actually carrying a ton of coins with him, and they just went everywhere. And they're still looking for that 5th 1913 V-nickel, which is probably never going to be found. I just got a 62 Denver, which I normally wouldn't keep, but this one's in really good shape, so I'm going to hold on to that one and see what else we can find. Alright, on to the next roll. I think we are about 1.5 rows to go in this box. Each row is $20, so you do the math. About 30 bucks in nickels to go through. Still looking for a silver. Haven't found one in quite a while. It's been a long time. Then again, it's just kind of been a long time since I've done any coin roll hunting. Phew, okay. Alright, see you later, Justin Human Gaming. Thanks for joining the stream tonight. And hope to have more in the future. Just got a buffalo, gonna check it real quick. Nope. And by the way, it was a 2005 buffalo. 31S, is that a... Are you talking about a Buffalo nickel there, or some other coin? I'm guessing you're talking about a Buffalo nickel. In which case, that's really cool. The only mint mark that I've found in circulation was a Denver mint mark. I found a couple of those Denver mint Buffaloes. But generally, when you find them, they are plain date. Yeah, they only made 5. Michigan Dorm. Yeah, it's actually a an apartment, but yeah, they closed down the dorms for spring semester. Pretty much everybody's gone from the school right now. School officially ended on April 27th, I think, but we just started up the spring term, which not as many people take part in, but I'm doing it this year. So far, it's been rewarding, and I'm glad I did it. All right. Jake Pauler. I think that's really funny how he calls his fans Jake Paulers. Like, can you be any more narcissistic? That's ridiculous. If you guys want me to come up with a name for you, which I think is kind of strange, but you know what? Just scratch that. Don't even go there. let's just not do that. 2005 nickels are usually called bison nickels. Yeah, I think that's probably a good way to differentiate between what we actually call Buffalo nickels and the 2005 version, which is a really beautiful coin. It's a nice coin, but it's not a Buffalo nickel. Just got another one. This one's really scraped up, so it's giving me the illusion of an error, but I don't think so. No, I'm not Jake Paul. Alright, Sid, see you later, man. 1877 seated dime in your front yard. You must have a really awesome house, man. I've never lived in a house that old, but I've gotten permission to look on a couple like that. Alright, still looking for something good tonight. So far we found, a bunch of 40s and 50s, pretty much your standard haul. I think the most rare coin that we found tonight has been a 41S, coming in at 43 million. And other than that, it's just been... Alright, we just got a 59 Denver. I think that's actually like the third one for tonight. Alright, man. See you later. Headshot. The Tooth Fairy left me a 1794 flowing $50 under my pillow last night. That's a very generous Tooth Fairy. You should definitely keep that one around. Alright. Ooh, what do we got? 57 Denver. Pretty common coin there. Alright. But nonetheless, it is from the 50s. So we'll hold on to it. Alright, 17 watching now. Thank you. I think we were at a high point of like 26, I saw. House was made in the 50s, but it was farmland. See, yeah, sometimes properties have like multiple histories on them. The place that I've been metal detecting most recently has been mostly active starting in the 60s, which is why I'm finding like a lot of 60s coins and occasionally a silver. But before that, it was farmland, which is like awesome because sometimes I find like something really old. Generally, it's just like a farm part though, so that's the trade-off. So we got like one row left. Oh, we just got another Canadian, and it's a 98. So I think that's still copper nickel, but at some point it would become a steel, and those are pretty lame. Ooh, that is a sharp coin. What is that? 84 Denver. Man, that's a nice strike. Might have to hold on to that one. So, what metal detector do you recommend for beginners? I would definitely check out the Garrett Ace line. They have some really good machines. I think the Ace 400 could honestly be a good beginner machine. It will run you about $350, but I think that's a fair price for a detector that you're probably going to get a lot of use out of. And then from there, you know, you probably do a little bit more research after that, after using that for a couple years. And I'm sure by then there'll be something else that's really good out there. I actually don't know. I couldn't recommend you like a pro machine because I don't have one. I don't use one, and I probably wouldn't classify myself as a pro at metal detecting. More of a something that I like to do in my free time and make videos of, obviously. But yeah, definitely for a beginner machine, check out the Garrett Ace line. You know, look into like a Garrett Ace 150. And I think the prices are actually pretty similar to the model of the machine, so that gives you an idea. Alright, I just got a really old looking one. It's got a D on the back and just a 1960. Not too bad, but definitely not something that I prefer to keep. Alright, so we just passed an hour on the stream. Pretty crazy. Been at this for an hour. It's a lot of fun though. You know, if you're really into corn roll hunting, sometimes you just lose track of time. And it, you know, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun to look through coins, especially if you're doing it with a, oh, wait a minute. Hey, we just got a 2009 Philadelphia. A little bit worn, but I'm happy to have it. Almost missed it. You see so many of those. Really awesome to find that though. Happy I did, because it's been a long time, like I said. Alright, let's get something else out of this roll. Looking for something good. What's it gonna be? What is it gonna be? A lot from the 60s, that's all I see. Alright. First on and haven't got off yet. Hey, I appreciate that, Bids Dids. Nice name, by the way. Shout out to Bids Dids for watching the entire stream. You'll probably be the only one, to be honest with you. What's your favorite coin that you've gotten from a box of coins? So I think I'd have to go with a penny that I found like in one of my first years of corn roll hunting, and it's something called a capped die air. I think it's worth about $30, maybe even higher to the right person. And it's basically one side of the coin is just completely blank. And I think what happened is another coin like got in the way when it was stamped on that side. So it stamps the one side perfectly fine, but the other side is just like completely blank. So I saw that and I was like, did someone just like grind this like crazy or what? I mean, you've probably seen that video. It's also the video where I found an Indian head penny in a box, and that was my only Indian head. But honestly, that air is like one of the coolest coins, and it's like the thing that I always fall back on when people ask me that question. So, I mean, obviously, I like the V-nickels, I like the Indian heads and stuff like that, but there's nothing really special about those coins other than the fact that they're old. And this coin is like, it's very special because it's got this air on it too. So that's what I like about that coin. Rarest coin I ever found. Probably a buffalo nickel or a V-nickel, just because those don't have very high mintages. But also I found, let's see, I think 51S. Let me check really quick. Yeah, so the 51S nickel only has like 7 million minted, so that puts that in a pretty low mintage range. So that's probably one of the rarest coins that I've found, corn roll hunting, that is. But you guys know I hunt nickels a lot, so that's definitely where the majority of the good stuff comes out of, just because of the sheer volume that I do with the nickels. Now I know there's a lot of corn roll hunters out there on YouTube, especially that do large volumes, like, I don't know, probably a box a day for some of them. That's not me. Unfortunately, I don't have time like that. I mean, I really wish I did. You know, I'd be detecting all the time. Trust me. But I just don't have the time. I'm working on a few projects for you guys though. got a couple of really cool videos coming soon, hopefully, and they're gonna be fun. It's sort of like some competitive stuff for like not just me and Kevin, but like for you guys as well. Some competitive stuff. I have a 50D from roll. That's awesome. I've very rarely see people find those. Even the 50s are just hard to come by. 3 V-nickels and change a few years ago from the same place. Yeah, I've definitely have gone back to that place and see if you can get them all. 'Cause that's you know, when you find them like that, you really want to get them all. All right, just got a 58. If it's no D, then it'll be a pretty rare one. Nope. 58D. Those are actually pretty common, coming in at 168 million. So sort of the top dollar there for the Jefferson nickels. You know, 100 or 200 million. All right, we just got a buffalo or a bison. I'll call it a bison nickel. The 2005 version. Always check them for the air that. You know, the funny thing about air is that like there's so many airs, and if you wanted to check every coin for an air, you would basically be looking at every single coin, because just about every year has its airs. At that point, for me, it feels like a job, and it's like a job that you don't want to do. So that's kind of why I don't really buy into airs. Although I do sometimes, like I find these airs. Like I know about a very specific air, and I'll just like check every coin for the air just because it's cool. For example, like in the quarters, the Kansas quarter has this air that instead of "In God We Trust," it says "In God We Rust." So that's one I always look for. Haven't found it yet. I guess it's actually pretty rare, but always check for it. All right, we're down to 5 rolls. I'm gonna take a real quick drink of water here. Mouth's getting a little dry. And remember, guys, we have that quarter roll to check at the very end. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky, grab a silver from that, or maybe it'll just be a Canadian and fool us like they always do. But yeah, we got 5 more rolls here. Hopefully we can get something good out of them. Haven't seen anything in the past couple rolls though. 64s go lower as always. Yeah, I checked Coinstar. Barely found anything out of it though. Just found like a British coin, some Canadian stuff. I think there's people around here that check it like all the time, so I pretty much never find anything in the Coinstar. Really nice 60 nickel. Yeah. If I find like something that looks really good, like in the 60s, I'll generally keep that. So definitely something to think about when you're looking through these rolls. Sometimes you just see them shine, and you know, you can't throw that back. Throw it in a 2x2. All right, I don't know why, but the coins keep gravitating further away from me, and I'm just like not even noticing it. Do more live streams, please. I really like them. Thank you. I probably will, and hopefully get a little bit of a better setup. Unfortunately, the Wi-Fi isn't that great in this room, so it'll cut out sometimes. You guys have probably experienced some lag. All right, sweet. I just spotted a 1940. Gonna flip it over and see what the mint mark is, and it's plain, unfortunately. But 1940 nonetheless. And that was the 6th roll. So wait, let's see, what do we got? Okay, 4 more rolls to go. Hopefully we're gonna get something good out of these. And then we got that quarter roll to check. I'll only sub if you don't read my comments. That's kind of a I'm not really sure what to say about that. So I just read your comment. Does that mean you're not going to sub? Huh. Interesting proposal there. See some interesting stuff, but Yeah, nothing great. 63. Get out of here. I don't keep no 63s. What are you doing? Alright, Adam, see you later. Thanks for watching, man. You back up to 22. Oh yeah, 21 now. Sherrill. I think that is what he's doing. Alright. 66. If I say your birthday, just shout it out. I'll just read off these dates. 96, 60, 77, 84, 2015. I hope you're not watching this if you're born. All right, I just got a Canadian. 86, 2016, 2010. I wonder what my youngest viewer is. It's an interesting thought, because I know that you're not even allowed to have a YouTube if you're under 13. All right, 58 Denver. Nice. Just got another one of those. We got 3 more rolls to go. It looks like this one's coming to a close. Gonna dump real quick. It's getting kind of heavy. $63. Yeah, I find a lot of those. Actually, just had one. What is so big about a 63? Nothing really. Nothing really. I was just commenting on how it was trying to trick me into thinking it was a good one, but it wasn't. 'Cause sometimes you get those like 60s that just look way older than they actually are, and that was one of those. Like 64s. If you've been hunting nickels a long time, there's this thing called that look. And you know when it has that look, basically is like 64 and before. But when you see a 64, you kind of just cringe. Honestly, like you see so many of them, you just get tired of it. All right, this roll doesn't look like it is turning out to be much. 61, nah. All right, guys, last roll of the nickels, and then we're just going to jump into this quarter roll and finish the stream up. So, should look through pennies more. Yeah, I definitely agree. Pennies are a lot of fun. And probably we'll end up grabbing a penny box next. Maybe do a stream next week. Not sure. Got to see how things pan out. Alright, so last roll of nickels, looking through them now, and not seeing a whole lot, but you never know. Never know what the next coin's going to be. Gotta flip them all. Don't want to miss anything, you know. Alright, so pretty typical of coin roll hunt. Last roll didn't have anything in it. So, that's the end of the nickels, guys. Got a whole bunch of older ones. Probably wouldn't make a very exciting video, but got some good stuff. Alright, quarter roll. Yeah, so here it is. There's a quarter roll for you. I don't know if you can see that end very well, but it is a drummer boy right on the end. And I do keep those, the bicentennials. So I'll go ahead and just rip into this roll now. And these aren't going back to the bank, actually. I need these for laundry. So I'll tell you if I see anything. Nah, it doesn't look like it. It'd be really awesome to find a silver quarter, but I have yet to do so. So there we go, drummer boy quarter. I was actually kind of hoping that would be silver, because sometimes you find silver bicentennials. I'm thinking for next stream I might be able to figure out how to do like a double camera sort of thing. Like, see how the really small screen right now, I could probably figure out how to get a second camera going so that you can actually see the coins. Hey, look at that, we just got another bicentennial. So 2 in a row, I think that's a record for me. See if we can go for 3. Quarters are kind of fun to look through. especially if you're into state quarters. I mostly just look for the bicentennials, and like I said, I don't really go out of my way to get quarters. I just do it for laundry because you kind of have to. But yeah, lots of different state quarters. It's a little overwhelming sometimes. I know there were a lot of errors in 1999. I just pulled out of Delaware. I'll have to look that up and see what the errors are for that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this stream tonight. I really had a lot of fun doing it. Went up to, looks like, an hour and 15 minutes now. Got about 20 watching, and hopefully we'll get that total up for future videos. I'll probably announce when the stream's going to be so you guys can actually plan around. I'm sure plenty of you guys are probably eating dinner right now, which is probably what I'm going to do after this. A lot of ramen in college. You probably knew that, but a lot of ramen. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Hopefully get some new videos out soon and get some stuff for you guys to watch, some actual like quality content. I mean, this was fun, but like obviously edited stuff's probably better. So yeah, definitely looking to get some content out to you guys. So appreciate all your support. Hopefully we'll do some sort of like a Q&A next time, maybe when there's some more people. Alright guys, thank you so much. I'm going to go. Hopefully I turn this off correctly. I'm not sure if I will or not, but peace out, and I will see you in the next video.